man was being pursued by a roaring, hungry lion. Feeling the beast's hot breath on his neck, and knowing his time was short, he prayed as he ran. He cried out in desperation, "Oh Lord, please make this lion a Christian." Within seconds, the frightened man became aware that the lion had stopped the chase. When he looked behind him, he found the lion kneeling, lips moving in obvious prayer. Greatly relieved at this turn of events, and desirous of joining the lion in meditation, he approached the king of the jungle. When he was near enough, he heard the lion praying, "And bless, O Lord, this food, for which I am exceedingly grateful." When it comes to prayer, depth, not length, is what's important. When Gettysburg became a national cemetery, Edward Everett was to give the dedication speech, and President Abraham Lincoln was to say a few appropriate words in response. Everett got up and eloquently spoke for 1 hour and 57 minutes. And when he sat down, there was a thunderous applause. And then President Lincoln got up. He spoke barely 2 minutes and sat back down. The president's speech was so prayer-like that it seemed inappropriate to applause. As Lincoln sat back down in his chair, a reporter leaned over and asked him, "Is that all?" The president responded, "Yes, that's all." Never underestimate 2 minutes in prayer to God. Never underestimate a short, quick prayer that's heartfelt. David in Psalm 12 cried out to the Lord. It was quick. It was heartfelt. Listen to what he said in verses 1 and 2. "Save, O Lord, for the godly one is gone, for the faithful have vanished from among the children of man. Everyone utters lies to his neighbor, with flattering lips and a double heart they speak." David cries out to the Lord, and the first thing he cries out to God about is the conditions of his society. One of the fastest prayers you can pray is "Save, Lord," or "Help, Lord." David cries that out. It's the first words out of his mouth. "Save, O Lord." Why? Why is he calling to God to save? Because as David looks at the people all around him, he felt utterly alone. He said, "Save, O Lord, for the godly one is gone. The faithful have vanished." In other words, things had gotten really bad. The society that David found himself in was characterized by iniquity and lawlessness and moral flabbiness and even indifference. And when that becomes the character of society, a godly person will look at that situation he's in and feel he's the only one left. He's the only faithful one to God that's left. All others have forsaken the ways of God and righteousness. All the godly seems to have ceased. I know sometimes I feel that way. I feel like I'm all alone and trying to do what is right and trying to follow God and honor Him. Now I know that that's not true. I know that there are others. I know that there are other people who are seeking after God and trying to honor Him. But that's what I feel like. And that's what David felt like too. Now, who is the godly person? What is a godly person? A godly person is one who is in the right relationship with God. This person loves God and he loves people. He or she is a good person. He or she has loving kindness. And the faithful person is stable, unchangeable in a season of change. He or she is honest and true-hearted and faithful, a moral and spiritual rock when all around is shifting sands. A little boy was found by the roadside patting his father's horse. When a man approached the boy and said, "Son, can your horse go fast?" The boy said, "Not very, but he can stand fast." We need men and women, we need boys and girls who can stand fast. People of faithfulness are desperately needed today. When godly men and women become few, then society is in imminent danger of moral collapse. Listen to 2 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 7, and see if this doesn't sound familiar. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty. For people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Avoid such people, for among them are those who creep into households and capture weak women, burdened with sins and led astray by various passions, always learning and never able to arrive at a knowledge of the truth. Now, David cried out to the Lord in Psalm 12, verse 2, "Everyone utters lies to his neighbor. With flattering lips and a double heart they speak." This reflects the character of the wicked. In a baseless, godless society, which is rotten to the core, then doublespeak becomes the norm. The wicked will specialize in double talk. The wicked speak foolishness and emptiness and lies. They have nothing worthwhile to say. They cannot be trusted. However, the believer's character should be just the opposite. Listen to what Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25 says. "Therefore, having put away falsehood, let each one of you speak the truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another." The wicked engage in flattery, and they speak with a double heart. In fact, the Hebrew phrase there's literally a heart and a heart. So they tell you what's on their heart, and then they tell you what's on their heart. A man with a double heart says one thing to a person's face, and then says a completely different thing behind his back. Such a person should not and cannot be trusted. A person who acts like that just demonstrates that times are corrupt. But the believer should be opposite in character. Well, may the Lord bless you today. May our yes always be yes. May our no always be no. Let us not be double-tongued. Let us not have two hearts. Let us be good in all of our speech and in all of our actions. May we be different in a godless society. God bless you.